I think that obviously perspective on some of these shots should be tweaked big time. And then
Well,
also,
these are all static,
yeah, but that's what I'm
obviously,
saying, right? Like, so like zoom ins on a
but
screen, zoom out on a
there's
screen.
so much more
Uh huh.
that we have, like as far as like there's that we're trying to do, that it's like, okay, I've got all of this
Yeah,
shit here
yeah,
now too. So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
when do we want these types of like full scene drops? And um, I did a couple like kind of cool things with like this transition, using that scene into that
Mm-hmm.
transition. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
using double time of the asset kind of thing. Um,
Um,
but yeah, so it's like, yeah, but do we want this scene here on this one? Because I've got, every line here is like the full take of, it's all been withered down now, but like, yeah, here it is. So I've just been going, oh, here's the scene, scooch, 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 and then I'll scooch down the whole line,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
until it's
Mm-hmm.
like, so there's a little bit of superfluousness of like, oh my god, and there's definitely not enough Nate scenes throughout too. I'm like, because
Mm-hmm.
you're I was just going through it kind of like roughly and randomly, like,
That's fine. Whatever.
fill the
I
scene
mean,
here, but it's a sketch, like I
yeah,
said, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
using the assets that I've already kind of poured out, and you can kind of see how it's all gonna
So what I think
come
is
together.
perspective wise, one, I don't think we should ever have. So this is what I'm thinking. I think everything should be zoomed in a little bit from where it is,
Hmm.
everything, right? And adding a slight camera shake to the whole thing, the whole track, all the way across, and
Once it's
and
yeah,
and you're doing ease in and ease out and
very
fucking,
subtle, like, yeah,
uh
little
huh,
like pans.
to add the dynamic so it doesn't
I
feel
did some
static,
shit in
right?
here with like I bent the the actual perspectives of the
Uh
fucking
huh.
the background, and it came out pretty cool, but you don't really.
It doesn't like
Might have been
translate
some
necessarily.
I'm gonna lay this out as obvious
music out
fuck.
there and some shit in there.
Think twice, better ask nice. Maybe two wrongs will
And
make
then
them
okay, and then the
right.
other
Yeah,
question
right.
is for all the footage of like say Tommy in front of the camera, like what about all that kaleidoscope shit? Where is that gonna fit into the
Well,
fucking deal?
that's the thing, is this is only one
Yeah, I know,
set
like one
of
way,
assets,
exactly.
and now it's like,
Well, and then
it's
you
like,
have all the
how do
stuff
we
that
want to treat
before
this
this
one?
that you already were using that we're still using, right? Like that we're not in. There's like all the there's like there was other stuff we were
so
using.
Yeah, there's a
so
lot of
I know. Well,
assets for
so
this.
so that's
so
but
it's
that's
like,
why like the screen stuff you probably have enough. Now it's just figuring out where how it sits and where it goes because you need to interlace the other things. But I was thinking that the we should like try to maybe craft the part, once it when the full drop in, like the first hook, not the first time the hook happens, but
Is it
when it
the terraforming the
drops, it's
earth?
like the third time. No, like when it actually
But
when the
still,
hook comes in, like I think it's the third time the hook
like the
plays.
first butt stills or later.
Um, no, no, like after that. Yeah. Like when it comes back after
Right,
this.
right after the little pause. Right here.
So right there, like play that spot though where it goes through the pause.
Too late, motherfucker, we know.
like that.
So right there is where we should probably. That's when we start going like full screens of us and like movement and the maybe the spinning things and things like that. Like we build to that moment. That's like the
So we're
drop,
breaking
right?
out of the screens about there. Okay. No,
Okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I think like there we start getting into like fullness, right? Like, because you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
basically 3 parts before that, like building everything, building, and then it tapers down
That's about the
and comes
halfway
back
point.
again.
It's about the halfway point of the song, the runtime.
And there's something effect wise, Nathan, that you and I are gonna need to do. That's gonna be the
Bets you from your pod so you don't
Yeah.
get hurt.
like that whole transition.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
then-
gonna be one of those ramps, I think. Like,
So
and that's
yeah.
gonna be like the
So
apocalyptic
there,
stuff, and then
where's
figure out
where's
how
the
it's gonna
part of the song that where I'm spinning around that we really like? Of what part of the song is that part? Like,
I think it's towards the end. It's towards the end. It's the back half of the song.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the.
It is. It's the back half. I remember that being like from like 2.5 minutes to the end or something. I
A
think.
different session though I would be able to.
Pop it open. I'm just curious because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in like a month and a half.
Yes.
but because if we have things that we like that we want to use, then we should like plug it in the spot, like where like okay,
Well, that's-
we
that's-
want this there.
We've got
And
it
then
all
I
up
like
on the
I like
timeline.
this
Yeah.
these like big crowds with
That's
like
cool.
the big screens.
That's cool.
Like
That's some of the
smaller
last shit I
screens
made.
earlier that build into bigger screens that then build into like us, right? Like actually footage of us. I don't know exactly like what I don't know if that
Definitely,
means
I
like
want high
really tight on
contrast.
screens.
I do want
where
high
you just see a
contrast
little
in
border.
the screens. Like I want those the colors in the screen of us should be like the dominant. You know, like everything is very blown out white, and I'm not sure if that's just because of the layering, like how that works.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it should be like extremely high contrast, high saturation. You know, the colors should like really pop out of the screen. Okay.
Right. It's that's one of them we were fucking with, and then this was I don't know if this is on the right place of the timeline.
It's like a road flare. Haters gonna do what they do, and we just gonna let them stare. They're gonna formulate, gonna penetrate, gonna aspirate the situation.
Nah, because
Gonna be evasive
that
and
shit looked
tricked,
really
it's
cool
what
when
they
it was
want,
spinning
I can't
around.
stand.
So it was
I've
later.
been through worse days. Harder, rock the road, watch power and toast the trees you chose to not maintain.
That's cool.
What's the point of sirens?
But I think the
Drowning
shot
in
is a
streams
little
of
bit later,
thousands
too.
of dying. Administrative mass murder, how fucked up is that? That's just the tip of the pyramid. Where it flees, what would happen if you took off the lid? Truman show, no wonder we're so sick. Ain't the future so lit? We just digital bits. Giving shots to kids on susceptible.
All right, so what I think could be cool is to have like Tommy full screen with the edge detect, not mirrored, but like that effect, right? Like turn the mirrors off. Edge detect stays on. Fucking there looks like there's another layer there somewhere. Right? So like that, and then splits of us, you and me, Chris, also treated that way, but we are the mirror in the kaleidoscope. You know what I'm saying? And we are placed on either side of Tommy, like, you know, like Tommy in the middle, and then you and I over here treated with the same edge detect and the mirrors, so that we're the ones that are kaleidoscoping around Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Well,
could be
here,
like
let's,
one way.
Making our futures insoluble. Yeah, man, true